All right, we are doing part 2 because I was interrupted. All right, so we left off on the Knight of Cups. Like, you've healed from, being manipulated from people. You've healed from people pleasing. This talks about like you giving yourself the love that you deserve, and not, accepting anything less than what you deserve. I feel like this was a major like action, right? Some action towards change, some sort of inspired action for you to heal some emotional wounds that you might have been holding on to. People pleasing is a factor, over giving is a factor. Making sure that what you give, you receive back. Kind of understanding that like, you are worth the investment. Okay. And as a result, you've kind of leveled up from a Knight of Pentacles to a King of Pentacles, right? And through all this process, you were able to kind of like claim your power back, take your power back, as well as gain a new outlook on life and perspective. Okay. So that's kind of where we're starting on this part 2. All right. Page of Wands. All right. So this is, the Page of Wands really talks about like the potential to really create something amazing from this perspective change. Okay. Feel like, a big perspective, a different outlook has been gained. And so it's actually inspired something in you. Okay. And whatever, this is also you creating something new from this. You having that kind of spark. Okay. A creative spark. Whoops. Okay. Yeah. We have the Devil card. So this is actually, because of what you've experienced, it's caused you to heal and work on your codependency. Okay, with the Devil card and the Page of Wands, all right? Because the Page of Wands talks about like, it's inspired you to change things about yourself that, you may have been repeating over and over again. All right. This also is about like, seeing and doing that reflecting back on like what's been repeated through your family, right? Like what in your family is something that is a recurring theme, right? Because the Devil really talks about like, behavior, and unhealthy attachments, and how those really relate to you. Okay. And I feel like, you may have broken away from like addictions or, again, like that people pleasing, that narcissist empath dynamic. I'm picking up like this also can be, you now see through this ability, you now have the potential. All right, because the page represents potential and starting something new. You now have the potential to defeat this energy. All right, so whether that is like, it's almost like now you can see them. You can see the snakes in the grass because your grass is really well cut and maintained. This really talks about like you're now able to beat this energy at its own game. All right. It's like you've gained some expertise here. You've gained some sort of motivation to take on these types of challenges in your life. Like you're not so much like, oh, let me entertain, the devil in my life, whatever the devil represents in your life. Now I'm like, you're taking that inspired action and the challenges, and you're like, I can overcome any obstacle in my life, right? Because this represents an obstacle, a really big one that may have, caused a lot of difficulty in your life, right? Like I can speak from experience where, and I'll share a personal story, is that like I've battled addictions my whole life, whether that be I started smoking when I was young, I was always drinking, and, I didn't really dive into a lot of hard drugs or anything like that, but, certainly smoking and drinking, throughout my life, you know, those are things that I had to overcome. Those were my devils, right, in my life. Those are the obstacles I needed to overcome. And I feel like this has inspired you to make that kind of change, all right, with the Page of Wands and the Devil card. And it's as a result of all the healing, right? You know, the more you love yourself, the less harm you want to do to your body and yourself, your inner child or your higher self, right? And so as you heal, right, you resolve these types of things, right? You break these cycles. Okay, yeah, look at Queen of Wands. Like, now you sit in your power and you're like, I now can wield. You went from the Page of Wands to the Queen, all right? The progression there is insane, all right? It is like massive growth, all right? Something to be very proud of, because this is what you're meant to be the entire time, okay? Was this powerful, beautiful, inspired, magical, intuitive, you know, very spiritually gifted energy, right? Like, you can command anything you want in your life, right? As soon as you stop giving power to other people and you hold on to your own power, you literally can create anything, all right? And I feel like you had to start somewhere, right? And look where it got you. It was worth the investment, is what I'm getting. Definitely worth the investment. Yeah. Yeah, and you are now like totally leaving the past experiences behind. You're not looking back. You're not checking to see what's going on with past people or what they're experiencing or what they're doing and what they're saying or any of that. Like, you've turned your back to the past and you are focused on creating in the future, okay? Yep. You have overcome those past obstacles. I call them obstacles because they literally are just challenges, if you will, okay? They're not negative, they're not positive. They're just things that we need to learn through, okay? All right, anything else? I don't know why I'm always like stuffy when I read. We have the Chariot. This is, yeah, you have this like amazing drive, okay, and determination, right? Like, because you've experienced what you've experienced, like now you're like, I feel like I can take on any challenge and I'm fully equipped. I have exactly what I need. And if I don't have what I need, I know how to get it now. I know how to get that guidance. I'm tapped in. I can ask my guides, I can ask my angels, I can ask my ancestors, I can ask my higher self, I can ask the divine, and they will help me overcome whatever I am faced with. And that is powerful. Very powerful. Because the Chariot talks about persevering towards victory and success, right? So that is powerful. Yeah. Look, justice, all right? The scales will be balanced, all right? This is like universal law energy, okay? This is the divine bringing balance and restoring it, okay? And the balance for you is because you took on these challenges, you persevered through them, you gained the wisdom and knowledge, you chose to make the changes that were being asked of you to make. And as a result, you made those changes. You are now able to leave the past experiences that you've overcome in the past. You don't have to revisit them. So now you have a fresh start. And that is your justice, is that new beginning, that new experience, that new outlook on life, because of you've mastered what was asked of you to master. The first card out of the deck when we started this reading was the Fool. The Fool is number 0. And the Fool represents new experiences, new cycle, new opportunities, new obstacles to persevere through, and just having that carefree new outlook on life. All right. And that's amazing, right? Queen of Swords, cutting out people, places, and things that no longer serve you and being your most authentic self. Okay? Whether people like it or not. People's opinions of you is their business, not yours. And at this point, who gives a shit what they think about you? Okay? You should not care what other people think about you. All right? I know it's easier said than done, but I will tell you, whoever's energy this resonates with, I feel like you're on your way to being your most authentic self if you're not already. So let's see, what's after Justice? The Empress. Hello, queens, all the queens. Yeah. The Justice is that, like, you've raised your vibration to the point of, you know, mass accomplishment. All right. You have, you know, you've moved up to the next level. All right. And so at this point, you just need to sit back, relax, and attract. Because Death card, representing endings, bringing in new beginnings. This talks about ascension. Sit back and relax. Okay? Just, you have completely accepted the inevitable, and you know what is for you will be for you. And you trust. Now, you're in the energy of trusting, having that higher level of wisdom and knowledge. You allow things to unfold naturally because you understand how things work now, especially as the Queen of Wands here. You've mastered your spiritual gifts, okay? And use them when you need to use them, okay? You have access to the higher realms as the High Priestess and the Empress energy here. And you have ascended from 3D to higher energy, higher frequencies. So now you're like, okay, I've mastered what I needed to master in this lifetime. Now I can just enjoy. That's awesome. Yeah, look, the Wheel of Fortune. And this was destined to happen. All of these things that you've experienced were fated events. And it's almost like a lesson plan. All right. So if you look at it like, okay, I learned this, I learned that, I learned this, and now you've completed it. Right. And so now you can just relax. The Wheel of Fortune is in your favor. You've cleared the karmic debt as well. This also represents clearing karmic debt. You've cleared your karmic debt, which was required, you know, as part of your process here. We have the Magician, okay? So now you can create whatever you want to create. So if you have a certain kind of, like, you know, what's the next chapter? What do you want for the next chapter of your life to be? You know, you can create whatever that is. You have literally mastered all the skills and tools. I mean, no one's perfect, but again, like, you've gained a lot of skill sets here that you can apply now. And it will only be to your benefit, right? And your energy being around others, you know, you create that ripple effect. Yeah, you very much could be moving somewhere, but this is you moving to calmer waters. You're like, I'm done with this area. Like, let's move along, shall we? So this is you moving along on that new path, trying something new with the people you trust and love. I mean, the Six of Swords really talks about, like, returning to a life of harmony and balance. That's what you are creating for yourself. A life of harmony and balance. The Magician and the Six of Swords. Creating that life of harmony and balance. Yep, that's awesome. King of Swords. King of Swords. King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Hello. I feel like you're going to hear something official from somebody official. Something, I'm picking up official energy. You know, someone may speak some strong words, thoughts, subconscious. There's big communication happening, is what I'm getting. What's this communication? The Moon. Something's hidden at the moment, but it will come to light when the time is right. Hey, that rhymed. And I feel like this King of Swords is the one that's going to deliver that information. Yeah, all right. It might have something to do with some Ten of Pentacles. Oh, there might be something that's coming in to create some change, some movement. What's this Tower? Oh, yeah, it looks like it's good change. This is a major blessing of an opportunity coming your way. Okay, that might require you to get out of your comfort zone. That's what the Tower is. Okay. Yep. Something unexpected, some unexpected news, communication, all right? That is, it might be like a major job opportunity or some sort of upgrade in what you're currently doing. It might be like you establishing yourself somewhere else. I feel like it could be any of those. It could be a promotion. I feel like it's a new offer, okay? Something tangible in the reality, okay? This is requiring you to have patience and make sure that you remain balanced energy. And yeah. Huh. Again, this requires you to have a neutral stance, seeing things from both sides, evaluating things, making sure that, you know, yes, it will be emotional fulfilling with the water here, but it'll also bring some grounded, stable, foundational energy as well. Yeah. This is exactly what the Six of Swords is restoring harmony and balance. This opportunity will eventually lead to harmony and balance for you. It's almost like it's restoring, it's a way, it's a means in which to restore harmony and balance. Fabulous. And that is part of your justice, like your judgment and your justice, right? Three of Wands, and this is, it's on the horizon, okay? Like it's not here yet, but it's coming, all right? And it might, you know, it might cause you to kind of like think about that future of yours. Think about the horizon. Like, what is it that you want to create? All right. It might have been like something you have manifested already coming in. All right. So think about what you might have manifested already. This is a long reading. Oh, yeah, there's the Judgment. It was on the bottom of the deck, and then they're like, oh, we need to talk about this. Oh, that was weird. All right, so yeah, after the Three of Wands, the Judgment card, okay? This talks about, you know, this is almost because due to the fact of your transformation, it's also like redemption for you. And it's also like good karma, all right? Because this, when I'm looking at how the cards are laid out, the Judgment card is literally being placed on top of the Justice card next to the Empress, all right? So what that tells me is I take everything into account, okay? I'm also an intuitive reader, so I'm not just picking up what the cards are saying or what they mean or the symbolism. There's a lot more to it when I read. But I feel like because of that, you establishing and understanding your own self-worth and value, okay? You know, you chose to go through that huge transformation, okay? And all that hard work that you've put into yourself and in that learning and growing, that personal development is paying off, right? This is like a reward for you, okay? Having gratitude, okay, for your experience and for all those helpers that you may not see in the physical but are definitely around you. All those helpers. Thank your ancestors. Thank your guides. Thank the divine. Okay, thank the archangels. Okay, they all have rallied for your benefit and have helped guide you up until this point. With the Three of Pentacles, this talks about like collaborating. It's like someone might be coming in to kind of give you some assistance as well. This also talks about commitment. This is also about putting the work in, putting in the hard work. I think this is saying you are receiving, you know, redemption due to all the hard work you've put in with the Three of Pentacles. Okay. Yep, all the hard work you've put in. Yeah. And doing that healing work with the Four of Swords. All right. You put in that hard healing work. And as a result, it created a transformation for you, which then, you know, resulted in, yeah, here's the Star card. Okay, that positive healing energy. You know, it really, yeah, after a Three of Swords, after, you know, lots of heartache and betrayal, you healed this energy. Do you know how, like, many people don't do this? And the fact that you chose to do this and you were committed and devoted to doing this, that's amazing. Okay. We have 33. That is definitely relevant. Okay. We have 333, actually. We have Three of Wands. We have Three of Pentacles here. And then we have Three of Swords. So the number 333, angel number, is relevant here. Okay. So this is you working with your divine team. This was destined, fated for you to step into this healer energy. Okay. Because you are that star. You are that light of God. All right. Yeah. As a result, you will celebrate your success, all right, in a new stable foundation with someone who is your equal, your partner, your soulmate, okay? That is the most beautiful thing of all. You will get what you rightfully deserve, is what I just heard. You will get what is right. You are rightfully... what is rightfully yours. And here it comes. Okay. This wasn't all for nothing. Whoa. It wasn't all for nothing. And this is coming in soon. Like, look at this energy. This offer's coming in. Okay. This offer is coming in. And this is the offer, by the way. This cherub with this chalice. That's what's coming in. And they're about to speak some truth right here with the Knight of Swords. It's going to probably start small, but it's going to end in the Ten of Cups. All right. So that's amazing. All right, y'all. I got to end this. It's already really long. Happy day, everybody. Happy day.